Hey YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to the downsized toy review today. As unsurprising as it sounds, one Penguin Club World toy, which looks like this. Which is the flip out Origami Penguin Club World, Island TIKI Tribal King and SPEARSMAN Army Troop 12 pack. And I'm not quite surprised about that because why in the flippin' heck am I actually just basically doing one flip out product that is from that toy range there. I mean, last week I used to remember seeing and doing a whole bunch of toys from that same toy range in massive numbers, but now I'm actually seeing a downsize of these toys, and I'm sorry I've got dry hands because I've got eczema around here. Might add some cream along the way. But anyways, let me just go ahead and grab the webcam because obviously I've got a very fast looking bullet train. Woo! I just can't believe how fast that train is actually going. Can you believe it, guys? Look how fast this thing is. It's an absolute speed freak. In fact, I might be able to basically use this throughout the rest of this whole week. I mean, look how fast this train is. It's an absolute speed freak. I mean, look how fast this train's going. Oh my goodness me, look how fast this train is. It's such speed. Wow, look at that. It's also got that beautiful pair of lights at the front, which makes it quite funky. Lovely. And of course, yes, I'm going to be basically unpacking this. I don't know why am I doing one with that Origami Penguin Club World toy. Again, it seems like I'm not totally surprised why am I doing another one of those Origami Penguin Club World toys, which in a sense I'm doing just one of those. But yes, this product costs about £13.99, or cost, or let's just call it £14, as unsurprising as it sounds. I don't know, seems like I'm not really that surprised of what I've seen just now. It is actually quite an impressive flip that toy. But hey, let me just go ahead and unpack this and see what it looks like. I might as well unpack this. Looks like a whole bunch of Penguin Club World fun, and actually those penguins I've got actually do remind me of the ninjas I did last year that I did, because you know, these penguins would have got headbands. Well, they actually don't. But anyways, let me just take a look at the penguins, and of course there's in different colours. We've got like a red penguin. There is of course a yellow penguin, which for some reason is like the only penguin that hasn't been coloured in via filter pens. Instead it's done by coloured pencils, except for the beak and the legs, which are the only exceptions. As funny as it sounds, in fact it's the brightest colourful penguin I've actually made. Next you've got like green. It's amazing that those colours are just shouting out to you, thank you for buying. Look how spangly and awesome I am in my beautiful looking colours. There you go, that's one of the biggest things about this set, which really shows and pretty much shows the biggest interest to many people. And we've got the all classic and familiar blue penguin. It's actually looking quite impressive somehow. I would have never thought that, hey, I'm doing a repeat theme set as I did with the ninjas. But nevertheless, these penguins don't have headbands. Of course, yes, they all look nice. And this set, I actually got like 4 of those different hats. This one here is like a headdress of some sort. Maybe I can fit this with the yellow penguin. It's amazing and how I often tend to basically, you know, play with penguins. It's quite amazing. It's a little bit like Lego minifigures if you ask me. Okay, the hat looks strange. Not really that obvious as I think of. This set took about 1 or 2 days to create, and mind you, I would have never thought that, hey, bring it on, and I've basically finished this set. Just one thing I haven't realised about this set, but yeah, it's actually quite amazing. I think the one troublesome factor about this hat is I could have placed it like that, just to look like if it was on the Penguin Club World artwork. Well, sadly it didn't work. I think it's meant to be more like that. I don't know why. Actually more like that, as a wide sort of headpiece, versus what I'd normally traditionally see as this. I mean, that's kind of a bit of a very strange sort of headpiece, but that's what it's meant to be. You know, a sort of a hat that would actually be fitted this way rather than sideways. It's more like that way there, but I'm actually struggling on actually how to fit this headpiece on like so. And the other troublesome factor is that this headpiece seems to have 2 pieces which are made of, I probably guess, foam, which don't really tend to be the best materials if I'm making like a hat like that, it obviously fits loose, which is the major, you know, disadvantage of this toy. You know, this hat is often made like that, and it's often meant to look like this here, you know what I mean, this hat, but sadly we don't have that. Well, normally it's kind of, you know, not really that obvious to have a hat like that, but nevertheless we've got other hats, of course. We also got like this one here, which I presume is a crown, which also I believe is the same thing. It actually acts as the same type of hat. Actually, it's got like those beautiful feathers, which actually don't look too bad. The other aspect about this hat is that if I try and basically plonk it onto this penguin, I don't think it's going to be, you know, as charming. It's meant to be more like that, instead of just, you know, fitting on the other side. It's actually kind of a bit strange, you know, in the way the hats have been rendered in. In fact, so, as sad as it sounds, those hats aren't really the sort of hats if you're going to be fitting them in much more of a front view rather than a side view, which in a sense does make me feel not really that great in the way those hats fit to the penguins. But yeah, you know, it's actually a bit of a loose fit. And then you've also got two of the other hats, which I think they're a lot more easier. I probably guess this mohawk pineapple hat, I think this watermelon mohawk sort of hat will work really nicely, of course, although fits in kind of strangely. I mean, look at that, it's got like a scar at the front. Yeah, it looks kind of a bit interesting. Sort of has that sort of pineapple, sort of palm tree aesthetic sort of design. Yet again, I call it a watermelon sort of mohawk. It's kind of like a very strange hairdo for a penguin like that. And I've also got this red penguin here, and hopefully we've got this headpiece there, which I presume looks like some kind of bird of prey sort of headband, which actually is more of a headdress, which is actually meant to be worn like that. Okay, so it's strange to have a toy that actually has hats that are meant to be fitting like that. Remember I did in previous videos, I have made, you know, previous Penguin Copper themed products which have like hats which don't often tend to be, you know, quite as accurate as what you see in the packaging, like what I've shown you with this purple headed penguin here, which is actually a headdress, which obviously has got that sort of, yeah, the one with a saber-tooth sort of tigery aesthetic looking hat. It's kind of strange. I mean, it's kind of funny and obvious to see that actually. I wonder why some penguins would literally have hats that should be fitted in at this section here, when in reality actually it's meant to be more like that. But yet again, I could probably say otherwise. But nevertheless, it is quite a very interesting and little intricate looking set. And also, apart from the hats, yes, you also get these weapons here, which I presume they're spears. This one's got like a great sort of design. Same with the other one there as well, which looks like that. Okay, it's very amazing. We've got two of those spears which have got like grapes on it. If I show it to you closely, that's what you know, these spears are meant to be like. They've got like those sort of grapey like elements into those. They look quite interesting. We've also got two of those spears which look very prehistoric-esque. They've got like a feather at the side here, which looks kind of interesting. It's got like jewels, I guess. Kind of interesting seeing that. It's sort of, you know, pretty interesting to see those sort of items which look like pieces of weaponry, which are meant to be like that. It's a bit like, you know, something out of the Flintstones. Whenever I see that sort of weapon, it's kind of interesting. Almost looks pretty indigenous. Whenever I think of that about this set, you know, thinking about making a playset based on penguins which are part of an indigenous tribe, which is actually kind of amazing. I don't know why I'm thinking of Surf's Up at the moment though. You know, that penguin movie with the surfing penguin in it though, but looks quite amazing. And I do love the detailings. I mean, well, it's kind of not surprising that I'm just doing one flat Origami Penguin Club World toy reviewed in this video though. It's kind of strange, isn't it? So, maybe this product is not really that familiar. I mean, it's not really the best products I've made so far, but at least I've pulled it off so nicely. and to give it more of a indigenous tribe sort of feeling, sort of aesthetic that you find, you know, in some generic movie of some kind. Maybe in the jungle, I suppose. Maybe in the tropical islands, something out of Hawaii, I guess. Going by the artwork, it does look kind of tropical, seeing that. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much done and dusted doing this toy review. Not surprising doing one flip-flap origami penguin couple toy review, but what's not surprising after all is that if you really enjoyed this pretty short toy review, please give this video a good like and subscribe for more flip-flap videos in the future. And as always, thanks so much for watching and bye for now. Oh my goodness, look how fast that train is going. Bye.